In this video, we're going to repair the Expert car wash. The model of this car wash is ABW VSC90P. The problem with this car wash is that it has started to not build pressure and operates in jerks. We need to take it apart and find out what the problem is. First of all, with this kind of malfunction, it's important to check the cleanliness of the outlet nozzle and the inlet filter, as well as to make sure there's no air inside, which should be displaced by water. We're unscrewing the inlet bell of the water supply and checking the filter. There's no filter here. Someone has already removed it, but it should be clean, so that's not the problem. Next, we need to check the cleanliness of this nozzle. For easier access, we're removing this part of the nozzle from the gun, giving it a slight twist and pulling it out. Now we need to make sure that this part is clean. I'm going to take a medical needle and clean it well. There's no resistance and it's visible. Now we put the bell back in place. And we'll check the operation of the car wash. As you can see, this problem hasn't been resolved, so we'll have to take the car wash apart. First, you need to use a Phillips screwdriver to unscrew 10 screws around the perimeter of the car wash. After that, we unclip the gun holder from the body, pull it up, and open the casing. After that, you need to take the motor and the pump out of the casing. And for that, we unscrew 4 screws on the sides and take everything out as a whole. After that, we need to check the operation of the micro switch that controls the turning on and off of the pump motor. To do this, we unscrew 5 screws and take the micro switch out of its casing. Here is the micro switch that is connected to the motor. To check it, you need to disconnect it from the circuit and test for continuity using a tester. Press connector hole, set tester to low resistance, check micro switch, unscrew valve, press spring to lift valve and turn off switch. After that, we take the tester, set it to the lowest resistance measurement and check the operation of the micro switch. It should be normally closed, and when we press the button, it opens, which means everything is working. Now let's check the operation of the pressure relief valve. We unscrew it from its seat. Inside there is a spring, and when you press on it, this valve should lift and turn off the micro switch. It works without any issues. After that, we need to check the operation of the intake and exhaust valves. For this, I'll use an Allen wrench to unscrew these plugs. We carefully take out the valves with tweezers and check their condition. Disassembly showed that the springs are intact, but the valves are very dirty and don't fit well to their seats. To check the surface, I'll take apart one valve and see what's inside. And let's check this valve to see how well it fits to its seat. And if necessary, we'll grind it a bit. As you can see, if you enlarge the image, you can see that the working surface of the valve is worn and uneven. We need to lightly grind this surface so that the valve fits tightly to its seat. To polish the valves, I'll try using coarse go-eye paste, which I'll rub on a fine grater and add a little bit of machine oil to it. Here's the paste I've made. I'll try to use it to polish the valves. We carefully dip the valve in it and start gently grinding it thoroughly to its seat. After lapping the valves, it's important to thoroughly wash off the paste using a toothbrush and clean water. After polishing the valve, you can see that its surface has become much smoother, and now it won't leak water. The surface of the valve's working seat has also become smoother, and now we can check this valve for sealing. Before assembling, I stretched the valve spring a bit so that it would fit more securely in place. Just a little, and we assemble the valve in reverse order. To check the valve for leaks, take the valve and draw air into it. If you can't inhale, then the valve is sealed. If there's a little hissing, then you need to keep polishing. This valve is sealed, and that way I'll polish all the valves. This valve is sealed, and that way I'll polish all the valves. And after that, we'll start installing the valves in their place. To prevent the valve plugs from seizing, I'll grease them with graphite grease. We're installing the pressure relief valve in place. And we connect the micro switch After that, we carefully and gently place the assembled mechanism into the car wash housing and securely, properly and efficiently secure the mechanism. With such brackets on the body, we carefully secure the power cord clamp securely in its place and cover the pressure washer with the second part of the body. And securely connect both parts of the body using 10 screws. First, ensure that the water gun holder is securely snapped onto the body of the pressure washer. This step is crucial for the proper functioning of the device. Now, we arrive at the most important moment, checking the operational status of the pressure washer. As you can clearly observe, the pressure washer is functioning flawlessly and is fully prepared for any further tasks or uses you may have in mind.